yako, siku ya harusi, siku ya furaha, siku ya upendo, ni siku yako mama, siku ya furaha, siku ya upendo, ni siku yetu ya harusi, siku ya furaha, siku ya upendo, hata wazazi wamekubali, siku ya furaha. It's your wedding day. It's your wedding day. It's your wedding day. Naahidi penzi kamilifu, kukuheshimu, kuwa mwaminifu, kwa shida kwa raha nitakuwa na
Wow, what a beautiful day. What an amazing day that we are having here, right here in studio. Today we are having this amazing show dubbed My Wedding, My Story. And today I've brought you an amazing couple this morning. And without much ado, I'm going to introduce them. Welcome to the show. My name is Peter Fabius. I'm going to be your host. Karibuni sana wazito.
Asante.
Mwana wa fefe. Mwana wa ingo.
Nito mwana wa ingo.
Mwana wa ingo.
Mtu wa boma.
Mtu wa boma. So how are you?
Boma.
All right. How are you?
We are doing well.
Yes.
And we thank God.
You thank God.
Unajiona tu?
Naona you are looking vibrant.
Tulipromotiwa tukafika 2023.
Princess and some kind of, crown on it. Welcome to Crown TV.
Thank you.
It's a Crown TV and she's actually crowned.
And I'm crowning her,
Yeah,
of course.
You, of course. Anyway, kuinterview in watu wa media ni ngumu, but I'm praying God to give me the grace. Now we are talking about a very beautiful thing that is called love. Love is a beautiful thing, and love doesn't care. It doesn't matter your tribe, your color, your race, your language, or whatever it is. It doesn't even care about your topographic area. And today we are having you here at Crown TV. But before we embark on to this very amazing, beautiful conversation, I would really want our viewers to know, who are we talking to? Of course, most of them know you because your video is actually trended on our Crown TV YouTube channel. It was a very beautiful wedding. But take it away, introduce yourself. Just using this camera.
Okay. Hello viewers, I'm Preet Hungai together with my wife, Bilha Welomba Hungai. And it has been a story or a journey that was written by God, and we are only but the actors. But maybe before we go on with our very able host, I'd like her to speak.
See, I told you. Hosting watu wa media ni ngumu. So unaona yeye sasa ashachukua program.
Umechukua program umeendesha.
Haya, endelea na ratiba.
Jesus amesema, that's my name. Tunapenda kujina the Hungais and we thank God. So far so good.
So far so good.
Yeah.
Back to in studio.
One big question someone is asking out there. I know I was part of your wedding, and it was such a beautiful wedding. Of course, I've attended a number of weddings, but that was one of the most beautiful weddings I've ever attended. And before we get to the wedding part of it, some people would ask, hey, this beautiful family, they look so awesome and beautiful. How? Please ask them, how did they meet? How did the journey start?
Due to public demand.
Yes.
Definitely. Okay, I got to know my beautiful, lawfully wedded wife.
Of course.
Sometime back in
She's
2019. That is on 9th November.
Wow, you have
At a friend's wedding.
you even know the date.
Yes. I almost gave you the time. It was around 11.
Hey, that's too much detail.
Yeah.
And it was interesting in
Yes.
a way that at that time I was dating.
You were?
I was dating someone else.
And this
That's
man
wedding.
comes in
Yeah.
with a vibe.
Not really. You know, ile boy, a man and a lady. Yeah, one from the other side, another one from the other side. So it happened. It was my guy to come in, and he did show up. So he came in.
His guy to her guy to come in. So the guy came
So
in.
Wow!
and that's how it
We like really handle this this interview really.
was. Yeah.
So that is
Nishaingia and I'm like, and who are you? Why are you coming? Who is my guy? But sasa, I can't go back.
Did you know your guy?
No.
Not at
No.
all.
Yeah,
But I-
they only met ile ya the men wamekutana
For
before
escort, team escort.
team escort, yeah. But hawako najuana. Nilikuwa sijamuona since Adam.
You're meeting him for the first
For the
time.
first time.
Was there
I
anything
was bored. I was disappointed. And I make sure kwenye nasimama.
you're not like
I
that?
need to be compensated because I tried the level best to be next to her, but she deliberately refused.
But that is a good point of it. Kama
Anyway.
angekuwa anajileta ungesema this is a cheap lady.
Yeah,
Cheap
sure.
lady, of
Yeah,
course.
but
Anyway,
that is good.
because of time, fast forward.
Yes. So
Now, after 1 year, I'm in Nakuru, just seated, and I'm like,
no, you are taking us to 1 year. We want to know, did you take her number?
No,
That's
no, we never talked.
You never talked.
Alihepa.
Kila mtu
Alienda.
aende kivyake.
Kivyake.
everybody for himself and God for,
For
us
us
all.
all.
Yeah.
Take us to this 1 year now.
1 year down the line, it is on 23rd December 2019. I'm in Nakuru.
Not 2019.
2020.
2020.
2020, yeah, time of COVID, yeah. 2020, some 2-3 things are happening in my life, and I'm thinking, I need to marry, and something tells me, by the way,
There's a lady.
there was a lady
Yes.
I saw, and I told this guy who we met in her wedding, hello, Kevin, how are you doing? Can I be able to, you remember this girl I met with? She was actually my partner.
And he's
Please, let me watch the movie, the video first. Then after 2-3 minutes calls back and naitwa Bilha. Nataka umpigie simu, umwambie kuna mtu anaomba namba.
Yes.
Na akikataa, usiforce issues. Wachana.
Kuna makasiriko.
Wachana.
No big deal. Like he
Alikupigia?
called. Yeah.
He called, yes.
Okay, he's my spiritual father.
Who then became our best couple.
Oh, nani Chebi. Nani? Ashiundu. Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin.
So he called me. I remember that day I was with my friend. We went on a hike. He called me and he was like, "Do you remember the guy you matched with in my wedding?" I'm like, "No, I can't even remember." Anataka namba yako. I'm like, "Mi simjui." Akaona mtu
Tena namba.
Ananiambia, okay, sijui kwa nini nataka, but ameniambia nikuulize kama utakubali mpe. Na kama utakataa tuachane
Achana naye.
Ananiambia, okay. Sawa tu.
Mpatie.
Mpe nisikia anataka kusema nini. So enda YouTube kwa trailer. I'm like, oh, so you are the one. I was avoiding you that day. Now you
are back here.
And today, if you hear the voice of the Lord, do not harden your heart.
Like funny ni after that wedding, that relationship ilivunjika. Like we never communicated again. Ilivunjika kwa hiyo wedding.
Your relationship with the other guy. So this man was a prayer warrior. He was breaking the chain. I break them. I break them. You guys, any man who confuses this lady, I break it.
It just
It disappeared. All suddenly it's no longer there. So by that time you are now single. When Kevin was telling you that this guy wants your number.
Simple.
And ready to settle. Not ready to mingle.
You didn't want to mingle.
Ready to
I
settle.
didn't want to date again because when we dated the other relationship 2 years,
Yes.
we made it always. So I was heartbroken.
Yes.
Then it's like the next guy I meet, as long as he's serious, I just want to settle. Start to date, start. I didn't go to like Papa, Mr. Who dates. I just want to settle.
If you want to date, someone wants to date, it's not for me.
Yeah.
And I think this is what we can even tell our viewers.
Yes.
Let your relationship be objective.
Yes.
Why do you want to go in? Do you just want because I just want to be kept busy? I want someone to
Spoil you.
to take me out,
To buy me airtime.
but
To do my hair.
Be deliberate. I want this. Now, when we get back to our story,
Yes.
after that, of course, we talked. At first, I thought she was a nurse, and of course, I had that caphobia with nurses to be explained in the next episode.
Let's take a very quick commercial break. We are going to take a very quick commercial break. This is a conversation that you will enjoy over and over. And we are taking a very quick commercial break. We are right here on Crown TV, and the show on air is My Wedding, My Story.
What's up, beautiful people? How you doing? My name is Lenso Chieng, and this is African Flavor Show coming out to you on Crown TV.
Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no more hear what they want telling me. Could deny my fantasy. Don't want to check if my tap in no wrong. But it they rush quite well, it be much. Now gotta make my tap in the rush.
Wow, welcome back. This is My Wedding, My Story show right here on Crown TV, and I'm still your host, Peter Fabius, and today we are having such a beautiful couple, Mr. and Mrs. Pret Hungai, the Hungai family. The Hungais. The Hungais.
Yeah.
Okay, now we were at a place whereby now you've gotten the number. Now what is happening next?
After that, we exchanged the numbers. Now we started meeting time and again, all through the 20.
Were you in the same town?
No, she's in Bungoma,
Bungoma.
and I was in Nakuru by then.
Wow.
So
A real sacrifice. You have to go down to
You
Bungoma.
wake up very early in the
6 hours
morning,
on the road.
Yeah.
traveling all the way to Bungoma, and you're just praying, what if it
She
doesn't?
declines.
But I was very objective. Let me tell you, I was very objective all along, to be very sure, because a wedding, a marriage is a lifetime commitment.
Yes, sure.
So
You have to
it's
invest in
better
it.
we must invest in the process, of which many of us won't be able to do that.
Yes.
But let us invest in the process, and of course we did that, and there it came. We were planning the wedding to happen in 2022.
This guy comes to Bungoma.
Yes.
Now, as he was traveling, I know he must be giving you, updates. Nimefika mahali fulani. What was your feeling like? How were you feeling like? Or what were some of your expectations? Or you obviously knew, this guy, he wants to marry me. That is it. Or how was it like?
Okay, first day I was nervous, afraid, and happy at the same time. Knowing that the way we talked on the phone, this guy seems to be serious, and he might be wanting a relationship or something serious. Nilikuwa nasema I don't want to date, but now am I ready? So when anafika, I was like, okay, so he's here. Actually, that day. We were in a joint in a restaurant and I didn't eat. I was nervous. Like,
hakuwa na appetite.
Appetite ilishachukuliwa na Hungai.
Lakini sasa nitasema baadaye.
Inateremka.
Ni personal.
What are your favorite? And like, what are your favorite fish? But I didn't eat. I think I'm going to make it. I was like,
what is he going to tell me?
And imagine hana huruma. Hana kweli huruma ni estate. Aliniambia point blank. Sijakuja kutafuta girlfriend. Nakuja kutafuta
baby.
So I was like,
baby.
Okay.
Coffee.
Are you a husband? Like wewe ni bwana. Unatafuta bibi. Wewe ni bwana kwanza.
Bwana in the first place.
Mimi sikujui. It's our first meeting. And like, anambia yes. So kama unafikiria in relationship like I want a girlfriend or what, nimekuwa nao. I don't want a girlfriend. Kama niyo tuachane tu na story. Kasema, we? Okay.
It's that serious.
You are too open. You are too open. Nikamwambia okay, sawa.
Ongea features zingine.
At least ungechukuili kidogo. Let me go and pray.
And this guy has a vibe.
Let me go and pray. Then give you the feedback. So before I nimpe feedback, ila catch up, he realized that mimi ni mtu wa media. Oh my God. Hey, he went missing.
Silent.
2 weeks.
Chini ya shimo.
Ameenda juu. Unajua watu wa media we are branded somehow. So I was like, since anajua mimi ni mtu wa media na kwanza nafanya na secular station na mimi ni celeb huku. So
ameenda.
Yeah.
One way.
Yeah. So after 2 weeks, then he resurrects again.
There is something you've just mentioned that I really want to know more about. You told him that he should give you time, you're gonna pray.
Yes.
And this has been something that most ladies say. Is it something that is really true they are going to pray, or is just that? I didn't want to say yes in the first place, atasema I'm cheap. Is it something that really happens? Because it's a common language with our ladies today, more so the Christian ladies.
Yeah, okay. I'll speak on
your own behalf.
Yeah, on my behalf. Okay, when you say, let me go and think about it, something. But maybe I told him, let me go and pray. And actually, I went, nilenda mlimani, Sangalo. And I remember that day, it was very cold. With my friend. And actually, I went to pray. And I prayed. After that, first day I was very nervous and afraid. But after that, anytime I could see his call, I was like, and I was like, okay, I can't say that Mungu aliniambia yes or no, no. But after that, the way I the way I want to interact, always want to interact with him, always want to talk to him, and anytime he calls me, I'm at peace.
Yeah.
Even when
that was enough communication that he is the one.
He is the one. So I can't tell that people don't pray or think about it, but personally I went to pray.
That's like you find most ladies will tell you, give me like a month or two. So I want to pray about it. I want to think about it. Like, men are different. Someone like me, if you tell me that, I'll go silent actually, because you are mature enough, you know what you want. If you see me na hii sura yangu mbovu, unajua tu hii kichwa kubwa, I'm able to handle it. Why are you being so real? Then you are trying to be personal.
Speaking of that, the wife to the best couple, Bibi Ashun, called me. Have you met him? Yes. Have you seen him? Do you like him?
Kinda.
The truth is, I don't love him. Have you told him? No, I can't tell him. Then you love him.
You are pretending. You want to have told him.
You have to get.
Yes. Anyway, ladies, you normally play so hard to get. Anyway, let's continue with the conversation. So, okay, now you are meeting. At what point did you start thinking about wedding? Or did you come, because if I'm sure, you never stayed together before the wedding.
Yeah.
It was fresh from your home
Yeah.
and from his home, starting a new life
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Now, at what time, at what moment did you people sit down and say, no, enough is enough, we are not going to waste any more time?
Now,
Let's get...
when we get to the planning of this wedding, it was something that was very objective. First of all, you are to look for the partner.
Yes.
And then we also spent some time invested in prayer.
Yes.
God, may you guide us. And then, of course, I went and gave a hint to my dad and told me, as a good man and as a responsible man, you need to have timelines.
Yes.
At least by this time, this shall happen. By this time, this shall happen. The problem that makes people fail
Yes.
in the planning, it's because wanasema tuende tu penye itatupatia ndio
You
tutawania.
don't have good schedules.
But have a schedule. We need to do this. I need to come. First of all, come and see my parents.
Sure.
Secondly, let me come and see your parents.
Yes.
And also, the spiritual parents are very important, because we are talking about a Christian marriage.
Yeah.
It has a Christian foundation. It's good that maybe you are serving on the altar.
Yes.
We should not just hear that ule present worship leader alihappen na imeisha hivyo. No. It's good that you introduce. So after introducing to both parents, they said, now what would you wish? Now we presented our schedule. We really want that by this time we should.
This.
And our projections were March 5th, 2022. But I can say that it's by the grace of God that it came back to
March.
to February 12th, 2022. Because if
Now you are talking to your parents about it. At what point did you share this beautiful story with your parents
After 1 month
of your relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
I went home and I told my mother. I told him I found myself a man, and he was like, "Do I know him?" No.
You don't.
Do Kevin know him? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Is he saved?
He's
Yes.
born again.
Serious born again or just born again?
Born again.
Serious. Okay. Kutoka wapi?
That's always the next question. Na kwanza kutoka wapi? Usikuja hapa na mjaluo.
Hapo ndo kizungumkuti.
Hatutaki shida.
Mnyore.
Wanakulanga watu.
No.
there is a stereotype, they are known for something.
Something.
Don't just mention because of because of the sanctity of the show. But the problem with the parents or most of the people among the Luya community, we have more than 18 to 21 sub-tribes.
Yeah.
But there is this one specific sub-tribe or sub-dialect that we call the Nyore.
Yes.
And we've got a stereotype about them. So I tend to imagine that immediately she mentioned that to the mother. The mother was able to
Oh, my daughter, you are lost.
You are lost. Dead on arrival.
You've just decided on a Munyore. You are good at that.
It can't work.
So how was
And he was
it?
like, wait, did you say he's saved?
Yes, born again.
Saved and Nyore in one sentence
No.
Azingiani.
without a contrasting conjunction.
Oh.
Then it's not making sense.
It's not making any sense.
His father, he's saved. He's even a reverend.
Oh, mtoto wa Bishop. Bishop.
Sawa, kama Mungu amepanga hivyo ni sawa. But now the problem came. My uncles.
Yeah. They are aunties.
Mnyore.
Hey, you know they are the deep states actually.
Yeah.
The dynasty.
Yes.
And the dynasty.
The dominance.
On my father's neck. Why you allowing
Your daughter.
Bunyore.
Bunyore of all the
Tungemtafutia
tribes.
tukamtu.
Hata kujibu kwangu nimtafutie
By the
tamfikie.
way, si hata kijana yangu bado hajaoa hapa, ako ready.
Hata ule wa pale.
Na hata anafanya kazi kwa bank.
Yes. Then it was hard. Baba yangu akawambia, no, hawa watoto kama umependana wachana na wao.
Waendelee.
Just leave them. Just because msichana ameniambia the guy is saved.
Yes.
And even their
The
family.
father is a reverend.
Yes. And I know my daughter.
Yes.
I know what she can do. And so kama ameamua hivyo, I know.
Let it be.
Let it be. There are some uncles mpaka hawakuja harusi just because hawataki watende harusi ya mnyore. Yes.
Wow,
It is that
that's serious.
So but sasa venye nimwambia hivyo wenye wao walikubali akasema since mama na dada wamekubali it's all right. Sasa ikabaki kwao. Now will they accept me?
Oh, definitely they will.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So ikafika akaniambia
Were there objections about her?
no.
Approval.
On arrival.
Instant.
Instant approval. Better documents. Soma. Wapi stamp?
Nilicall mom nikamwambia nataka kwenda kujua huko. I was like,
Wow.
sawa lakini sitaki ijulikane huko nyumbani. I was working in Bungoma, so my sister anaoleka side za Bungoma County. Kaniambia chukua tu sister yako kwa Bungoma, pitieni huko muende just in case vitu ziharibike huko mbele isikuwe imefika huko home like aibu isifike huko. Ikuwe tu katikati yako na sister yako mkubwa.
Yeah.
So we went with my sister, tukafika tukapokelewa vizuri. I was accepted. Nikamwambia nimepokelewa, nikamwambia now you are free to plan your things. So tukaanza kupanga.
Talk to us about when you visited their home and how was the reception?
The reception. I visited their home on 26th.
For the first time.
Yeah.
For the first time since I was born.
Since Adam.
Since Adam. On 26th
And Eve.
July 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Na I remember that day nilichelewa kufika huko. Tulifika almost 12. Hadi alikuwa anaulizwa
uko sure watu
uko sure wanakuja.
Ama amevuta bangi.
Are you sure they were
Ama
coming?
amevuta bangi hajaafiki.
Tushapika kila kitu iko ready.
Kwa sababu you know with that kind of notion anaweza kuwa amevuta bangi amejam. Mimi siendi.
By the time she's calling me at 10 a.m.
You're still at
uko
home.
wapi? Niko Kericho.
Kericho.
And I need to go home. And then from home
Pick your
to
parents.
Kakamega, from Kakamega to Malaba.
Oh,
Malava.
Malava. I know.
So-
it's very far. Very far.
But all the same.
So you are getting with the how did you have a number of people with you?
Yeah, we were four.
Four.
My brother, my good friends, two of my friends, and
You get there.
we get there. The reception was very good, very encouraging. People looked at us and
And you are sharp as
they are
usual.
coming to, as usual.
Not really. Not really.
Sharp is my.
That day aliniangusha.
Choma. Security yako sawa.
Now, mwambie, alafu nimalizie. I'll clarify. I'll justify.
Ya kaenda akachukua shati yake ile I don't know sijui nyesi ya.
Alivaa keloya vizuri.
Hadi akifika kulikuwa na mistaken identity. Like amekuwa kwa kona. So mwenye amevaa
Let me explain. You know, I'm going to look for a wife. So you don't have to be very sharp that waseme utafanya kazi gani huko. I need to lower the bar. So I tried and I tried and I just wore one
Hibernate.
of my good shirts. Then mistakenly I was the one driving. So by the time tunaingia
You are like the
person
driver.
did the driver.
This is the
So wakati tumeingia pale kwa nyumba
Driver,
wanasema
asante,
wewe
umefanya
keti pale
kazi.
kwa kona, wewe keti hapo. So my good friend akapelekwa kwa kiti kizuri. So at that time
aliiba show.
mimi nikapewa soda na njugu na biscuits on my lap. Na hivi mgeni wa heshima ameketi kwa It was very
But
interesting.
let me ask you. I know most ladies are very specific with their men when they are coming to their home to visit. Some would hey darling, what are you putting on? Did you?
I did.
I defied.
I did.
Anaomba
They just
msamaha.
decided to be stubborn.
Just imagine.
Very interesting partner. Don't be that boring couple. Don't be that boring couple. Complicate things and then solve.
So from this event, the parents are now okay with
The
you.
parents are
Go
okay.
ahead with your programs.
Now that is in July. Then we went back. We came back now with parents for some negotiation culturally.
Yes.
That's on 13th December 2021.
But
13th December.
before that, in June, okay, my birthday is in June.
Yes.
So our friend had a wedding, and actually my friend, and he was like, top line na uko na mtu ama tukupee mtu tu mwenye atapatikana. I was like, yeah, I have a man. Muuliza kama anaweza kubali like muingie naye than dance with another person. So nikamuuliza and akakubali. So tukapanga, wedding yake ikafika. It was on 5th June, wedding yake same date with my birthday. So mimi nikajua after all this is my friend that I enjoy. Yeah, mjui anakuja tu kwa sababu yangu. Yeah. So tumeenda, tumekaa kwa wedding, tumemaliza, tumeingia vizuri. Kwanza jioni yake akaniambia, have you made your nails? And I was like, nilikuwa tu niko na left peke yake. Sikuunda yote. Mbona? Sikuwa na time. Okay. Mimi sikubother like nilikuwa najua there is nothing. Kumbe sikuwa najua amepanga kupropose.
Wala.
Kwa wedding, kwa hiyo wedding.
Are you a Luo? Are you a Luo? That
I come from Bunyore, we border.
Oh yeah. So you bought a lot from there.
Yeah, we bought.
The romance.
The pomposity,
The complexity
and all that.
and all that of Mera.
So after tumemaliza wedding photo session, tumemaliza vizuri. Like kuna picha moja imebaki, moja
ya mwisho.
So
Vile mnatochochanga kwa photo session ya mwisho.
So watu wanajipanga, nasikia aya, there's a guy hata simjui from nowhere, yale aliopanga na watu wenye hawajuani ndio wasiniambie. Mtu mmoja anajua ni Kevin.
Unajua friends wangekuambia. So you are doing a good job dealing with strangers.
You must be very strategic
and smart.
Those are the words.
So tumemaliza, nasikia surprise, happy birthday to you. So like mimi nasema katikati kwa mimi hivi.
Na mimi niko na birthday.
So mimi nashangaa, nimefurahi. Kuna nyuma yangu already ashapiga magoti. Mimi nimefurahi tu like wananiambia,
Unaangalia huko.
Thank you.
Well, it's beautiful.
So wakaona siangalia.
Pande wa pili wa studio.
Bwana harusi akanifanyia hivi.
What?
Fanya hivi nakumbuka.
What?
I cried. I didn't expect that. It even never crossed my mind that he can do such a thing. But kitambo nikiwa kazini nilikuwa napenda kuwatch wedding show nini. Sometimes naweka playlist alafu sasa ndio nafanya show ya usiku, haina kuongea mingi. So naanza kuwatch. Nikaona kitu kama hiyo kwa wedding fulani, mtu akipropose, I was like, God, akinaweza penda hii kitu. Hivyo tunanikachana nayo.
It came to you.
Imagine it came.
Say the things that are not as though they are. That is the word of God. Write it down. Although it will tarry, but it shall surely
come to pass.
Yeah.
Sure. Wow. Shall we take a commercial break?
Yes, we can.
So that we can come back and talk about the wedding.
Yes.
And that's the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
We are taking a very quick commercial break. We are right here on Crown TV, My Wedding, My Story, and I'm your host, Peter Fabius. See you on the other side of the show. What an amazing show right here on Crown TV. The show on air is actually My Wedding, my story. And we have this beautiful couple here giving us an amazing love story. Love wins.
Oh yeah.
Hey, now Mr. Preach,
Yes.
I want us now to transition into wedding. And that's the most beautiful part of it. The entire story is beautiful.
Yeah.
But now, your wedding is going to be so much catchy to me because I was part of it. I came there in the morning and all that. Now, talk to us about, first of all, wedding preparation. This is where most people fail terribly. You get to a wedding, unafika, there is no good coordination of transport. Mara fundi bado hajaleta nguo. At one point I went to a wedding which I know gown ilipotea. Kuna mahali siku ingine I went to a wedding whereby we get at the pulpit. Now they're supposed to say, I, Peter Fabius Otieno, do take you. Nitachukua nani? Then
Is there something that you are planning that you don't know?
then all of a sudden you realize, tulisahau ring. So you see
there are no rings.
those
Okay, with planning, it was a bit interesting because now I'm in Nakuru working. She's in Bungoma working. Her parents are in Malava
working,
living, and my parents are in Bunyore, and now in Vihiga County. Now I've purposefully decided that this wedding must take place in Nakuru.
Wow.
So it means all the planning,
the
I should do
logistics.
it. The logistics are on my shoulders. And the secret behind this, I'll tell viewers, in case you're planning a wedding, invest in planning. Invest in the process, as I said earlier. Because I would sit down, we sat down some time back in Bungoma and came with a proposal, or what we call a budget. For example, this is the photograph, a projection. This is what we want, this is what we want, this is what we need. And of course, with service providers, I remember, for example, catering and all that, we went for someone who could give us all the things. Catering, tents, decoration, and chairs. She did all those. And I remember the first installment. The wedding was on 2nd February 2022. On 12th February 2022. But the first installment of these things was done on 17th July 2021.
Way back.
So way back. So even
So
as
you
you're
have
calling
done commitments.
commitments, you've committed photography and all that.
Especially with people you can trust.
Yes.
So by the time you bring the committee on board, don't tell them nimewaita hapa mufikirie mnaonaje harusi yangu.
You
already have your dream
Something.
wedding. This is what you want. I want my wedding to look this way. So you tell them, this is my idea. Now help me actualize this idea.
Achieve it.
Help me achieve it. And of course, we had a very good committee. By the time they are coming on board, the chairmanship, I think Kennedy, we had a very good team, both from
because
church
I remember, as your service provider, I remember it was way long when you engaged me. In fact, when you called me at Kira,
around September.
Yeah, around September, you told me a friend of mine is planning for a wedding.
You guys.
Now you are getting to know what he did. So it was way before.
Way before that. That was on September, almost 4 or 5 months before the wedding. So that even this service provider will know that you are really intentional with him or her offering with that service.
It's your second option.
Or the last option. So we really invested in the planning, and also the committees were very good. We had 2 committees. One, Friends of Prit and Bilha, we had a committee. The second one was the church committee. And we worked concurrently to ensure hand in hand, so that we ensure that, for example, and it was, I think it was very prophetic. The person who had our cakes anaitwa Makoha.
Makoha.
I booked him way back in 2016. Nilimwambia Makoha nitafanya harusi na nataka keki. Akasema tafuta bibi na utafute tarehe.
Hizo vitu mbili.
So next time we are meeting and I really enjoy that.
So Makoha is the one who did your cake.
Very beautiful cake.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you have those
Claims
clips
and I
you
tasted it. It was very nice.
So this guy did some
So you
very
will connect
good
me with Makoha one time.
Makoha does cakes
So
and
I should look
know.
for a lady and a date.
Huh?
Then we can play tomorrow.
Link me up. Makoha is there.
Yeah.
Then something I can add on planning
Yes.
is that when you're choosing your best couple,
Yes.
you must be very keen.
Very,
Not any
other person.
any person can be okay. Any person can be the
Qualifies
best
to be.
couple because at the wed, but you need someone that will guide you through, that
Yes.
will
Direct
direct
you.
Baby walk you.
Yes.
It's like you don't know anything.
And you are
So,
fresh, green.
Yes, they are the one doing everything for you.
Yes.
So ukichukua mtu yote they'll mess you up. Like sisi our best couple we could talk. Sasa yako Kakamega, my husband ako hapa Nakuru, mimi niko Bungoma. But we could talk on video call ama WhatsApp call and tuambia and today let's pray, tomorrow let's do this.
Oh, that's
let's
nice.
anaambia
It's
sasa hivi unafanya
refreshing.
nini? But you are getting late. Do this, do this. So by the time tunafika kunda committee,
Yes.
we are somewhere like hata bila hiyo committee bado tungeenda because our best couple was very very good and
Fundamental.
alikuwa he was there for
I wish you all the best.
No.
They are gone.
They should walk you through the planning
even after the wedding.
and even after the wedding.
You pia tulikuwa na session na best couple apart from session na reverend tulikuwa na sessions na best couple so wanakwambia what to expect what to do as a wife now that mimi si princess tena mimi si Bilha tena now you are a wife.
Yes.
Sasa wewe ni Mrs. Hongai.
Yes.
This is what you are expected to do. This is how you should carry yourself.
Your responsibilities.
Yeah.
We are no longer
Anaambia,
dating.
Yes, you are no longer dating.
Kwambia hiyo siku
You have
si tu ring. Marriage is not just a ring. The responsibility.
responsibility, and that's the benchmark. Wow. Hii story ni kali. So okay, now we are now headed to the wedding day. Now the D-Day.
Yes.
How was it like? I remember coming.
Finding me disappointed.
Finding you kind of disappointed, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to us about that process.
Okay, the eve,
Then
everything was good. I was hosted with his pastor.
Yes.
Now my pastor.
Yes.
Pastor Sigei and the wife, and everything was well coordinated, well arranged, well planned. Now in the morning. Unajua biharusi vitu mingi huwa ufanyi.
Yes.
Like umefungiwa huko wenyewe wanajisort.
Wanajisort huko nje.
Wakule wasikule, it's none of your business. So long as umewekewa huko. But nilikuwa na challenge kidogo. I had 14 girls.
Yes.
Ladies.
Such a big number.
Yeah. Na kuna wengine nilifungia nje hadi wakanikasirikia. And kuna wengine wanasema sijui kiatu hainitoshi au sijui
Pressure.
Yeah. But wakaniambia tulia hizo usini.
We'll sort them out.
Yeah, hizo si perfect kulia tu. So kitu ilini issue ilikuwa that morning. Tulikuwa tukue na my parents were to come.
Yes.
Sababu walikuwa wametravel all the way from Kakamega that morning. So walikuwa kuja kwenye niko ndo nitoke. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
They got late.
No, they came on time. Wakakunywa chai vizuri but hawakufika kwenye nilikuwa.
Yeah.
Instead walipelekwa kanisani. So that's why you got me disappointed at that morning. Kidogo nasikia mbona wazungu wako hapa, where is my mother, where is my dad? But after that walikuja baadaye and
You know the best part, the beauty of that story you're giving us, that version, is that people outside there, sometimes when they see you smile on your wedding day. They don't know a lot that had happened behind the scenes. Saa zingine umefura, they don't really understand nini ili happen huko nyuma. But I'm grateful that you tried to contain yourself, and at long last you gave all, you know, the smiles that
Actually, that
the
was
day.
my mom. My mom came, akaniambia tulia, this is your day.
Relax.
Hata kama tujakuja, this is your day, just relax, furahia. Hakutaki kukuwa na siku nyingine kama hii. Hii kiisha ni hivyo.
Once and for all, once in a lifetime.
Hiyo asubuhi ilikasirika, hata yeye alikasirika hadi akashuka ndani ya gari. Akatoka nje like nataka kuingia kwa hiyo bibi yangu wako, ndio nichukue bibi harusi mimi mwenyewe. But sasa tukatulizwa kambiwa na relax, this is your day. Ukifika huko smile.
How did you feel? I realized when we were coming out of the homestead, outside there somewhere at the gate, something was happening. Talk to us about that.
Time. One thing that I love, and she understands, I love time management.
Yes.
So if I give you 5 minutes and you waste 4, make sure you use that 1 minute to do the activities for 5 minutes. So I was just trying to look at it, and you ask yourself, even in the Bible, for example, this wedding in Cana,
Cana of Galilee.
Cana of Galilee. Jesus is there, and there is no wine. You get another wedding, what happens? the escorts are not coming. So there is no perfect wedding. What I'll tell you, that which is yours,
The best.
embrace it. It is the best. Usiseme sasa Fabius anataka kufanya harusi kama ya so and so. It will never match. It will never match.
It has to be
my
unique.
wedding is not your wedding, and your wedding will never be your wedding.
Yes, true.
Yeah. And
You had a very beautiful gown, and we loved it. It was beautiful. Even when we were taking the shots, it was very beautiful. How did you decide on to settle on that kind of a wedding? Some people normally, sometimes you go to some weddings, you find it is here, the breast are bit, the breast are protruded out, you know, and you know, I first want to recommend you also appreciate you for also honoring God. You know, that is a church setup, and it's not good. And your father is there. Your father is there. Your brothers,
my deep state.
You know, the dynasties are there. Then you find a situation whereby with the modern generation, the breasts are protruded outside. Mpaka saa zingine tunaibika. You know, saa zingine
you are not comfortable.
You are not comfortable. Mwingine unapata saa zingine ndio anasukumana nao, anazirudisha huku. So how did you get to settle on your gown?
Okay, first of all, ninasema everyone has her taste and preference.
Yes.
Kwa wale wanataka whatever.
Ionekane.
Yeah, but for me, first thing is the fear of God.
Sure.
It's like nenda kwa madhabahu,
ya
the
Mungu.
altar. Hata Sunday nikienda kanisani, I can't put on such a thing nikienda church. So hata ukiangalia wasichana wangu, sikutaka anything short. Kama unataka kushona nguo refu, just go.
Wachana na
yeah. I wanted something presentable, something yenye ukienda kwa madhabahu you're not ashamed. So I called pastor's wife.
Yes.
Akaniambia, nikamuuliza where can I get such a good gown? Yeah. Akani direct kwa certain person huko Nairobi.
Yes.
And I traveled to Nairobi
to check it out.
And I just loved it. Nikasema this is what I want.
Okay.
Na nikachukua just because sikutaka kitu yenye itanikosesha amani. It's my day. I want to be comfortable.
Yes.
Even my shoes hazikuwa za juu, like sikutaka 2 inch.
You know, I was in a wedding somewhere, a church wedding, and it was so unfortunate that the way you were saying, this is the altar of God.
Yeah.
Some people went to the altar drunk, and the kind of, you know, dresses they were having. The father said, "No, I'm not doing it. If you wanted to do it this way, you could have done it somewhere else, like a garden wedding. Even if it's a garden wedding, didn't you even think of your parents? You see, that's such like things." So that was just by the way. I want us now to make a transition into the color. The color you will talk to us about the end, because this man, honestly, if you tell a man to talk about color, you'll be
I wanted green and orange
and yellow, a bit of yellow.
But in our case,
Yes.
it's vice versa.
How?
He chose the color.
yeah.
He's good with the colors.
I'm very good.
He did.
Really?
Actually, I wanted.
Aki uko na umama.
Changu ilikuwa okay.
Input. Unajua we are one.
Yes.
So ukiona na umama
Ni yeye.
Hiyo up.
Ni yeye. Up installed.
Okay, ilikuwa I wanted. Mara kwanza I wanted blue. Then I came to. First of all, I wanted orange, then blue. Then I was kind of confused.
the problem with her,
Now-
that is the word, she was confused because alikuwa ungempata ame download a number of them. Sasa unamwambia now because you are not settled, let me choose for you.
Yeah. So, but kitu moja nilikuwa najua it's like white must be.
White must be.
White must be there. So tukafikiria.
So what was the theme color was white?
No. Red wine.
Inaitwa
Ama burgundy.
Bagandi.
Baganda.
Not
Karibu
maroon,
niseme
not red.
Boganda.
Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Not red, it's maroon. It's in between.
red
People
wine.
are killing us with colors. Burgundy. That's a color.
That's
Yeah,
a color.
that's a color.
Wow. One of the very many colors.
Wow.
So after tuliona kwa event fulani, not really event, kwa video fulani kalikuwa kana trend. I was like, hizo kala ni supu by the way, but yao ilikuwa na gold. So sisi we replaced gold with white. Yeah. So kila mtu akaenda kutafuta design ya katafuta design ya men, then mimi katafuta design ya ladies. Yeah.
So even the color ya suit ya wanaume, it's all about you. You came up with the color.
Yes, and that's
The design,
and
the
that's
design
good.
you
And
did.
that's good.
Yeah.
Wow. So did
Everything
you go
about
to
me, I'm good.
Did you? Oh, she's here to confirm. Here to confirm that. So did you go for a ready-made, suits, or you just did, you talked to a designer?
For the of course you need to plan. I told you, as you're planning, have options.
Yes.
Because I had gone for some customer, they told their friend to do some suits. Unfortunately, a week to my suit and my best couple suit. Ulikuwa ukikaa unakwama hivyo unainua gym. But for the men, I had told them to do some. I had a design for them, an African print, and they did that. But for my suit, we had to go for ready-made because of what had just happened.
You didn't want another bouncer.
So naleta kitu yani it was just.
So in your case, you had a designer.
Yeah, and the designer is my friend, so she couldn't fail me. Actually,
But I've witnessed several friends failing their own friends in their wedding.
She's my friend in a way. She's my friend in a way that
A confidence.
nikiwa na kazi nampea. So anamwambia tafadhali Mama Cynthia, ukiniangusha sitaki kutafutia kazi. So nifanyie kazi.
So it's not a friend, it's a friend of benefit.
Business like
we are friends because
There's some benefits.
There is a benefit
attached to it.
alizishona mwenyewe akazi package akazileta mpaka kwa venue.
Mkafanya fitting.
Watoto wakafit. Mwenyewe akiwa. Yeah.
Talk to us about your makeup.
My makeup artist tulisoma naye high school. Roda Mayavi.
So ni mimi tu nilikuwa hapo, sikusoma na wewe.
Why?
Kwa sababu all these people ni kama they talk about.
Tukisema hii kitu ilikuwa it's like it was planned. Even mtu aliniunda nywele tulikuwa tunashiriki na yeye in 2017. It was like bila mimi nitakuunda nywele siku ya harusi. So I had to travel to Kakamega niundwe nywele.
Ile day niishe. Kwa sababu hakuna harusi nyingine.
Hakuna harusi nyingine yeye alibook. So pia alikuwa ananiambia, alikuwa anashinda kiniambia mimi nitakufanyia makeup na nitafanyia wasichana wako makeup. Though ilifika mahali alikuwa peke yake na alikuwa na wasichana wengi. So ilikuwa sometime like ili delay kidogo juu wasichana walikuwa wengi na alikuwa peke yake. I think wangekuwa willing ingekuwa better. That's niyo tu ni kitu nilirealize mistake nilifanya. Juu alikuwa peke yake nilikuwa wasichana wengi but ni kitambo like
she did a good job.
Yeah, she does a good job. Tulifanya naye form 4 na ndio vitu anafanya Nairobi. So she traveled from Nairobi kutaka tufanyie enrichment.
How are you feeling, each of you? How are you guys feeling when we were now at the convoy headed to church? What was how was the feeling like?
Katika lugha ya Kiswahili watu tunasema hisia mseto.
Hisia mseto. Mixed reactions.
Mixed feelings, mixed reactions. Now it is here. Okay. In the next, so my best couple tell me that in the next 2 hours you no longer be. Na unasikia kale kamchecheto, kale kamsukumo. And it was one thing about our life, it's all about God's own story.
Yes.
And all the glory, tunasema ukituona tuko hivi ni God tu, ni Mungu tu. There is nothing about her.
Ni God mazee.
We really enjoyed that convoy all on to the church and it was very beautiful.
Mbona ukulia?
A story for another
Talk
time.
to us when you were leaving. You know, I remember Prit was right inside the church, kind of dancing, and I came out to now receive you from the car. How was that kind of feeling? And I realized there was also an airplane doing its things up there.
Up there. Okay, nikitoka like nikitoka kwa gari, I was confident.
Yes. Yeah,
Now,
it's my day.
Kwa mlango.
You shrink.
So
All
it's
these
really,
people.
church is packed.
Yeah.
Like it's real. So nikaingia and I was a little bit nervous but best kapa kaanza kuniambia jiachilie so nikaanza
relax.
Nikaanza kurelax pole but kufika hapo katikati nikapata sasa wale tunaita mbogi mbesha zangu wanaanza kuniongelesha
Comrades.
wewe acha kwa hivyo dance nini but then nafika kwa altar nimechangamka
You know you danced for such a long time up to the altar.
Yeah.
So the matter is that each of us have a past.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't really understand. No.
At what time will it pop out?
It can pop out. Kuna yule msichana tu ulimwacha na upaya na ujue anakupanga.
Kuna yule msichana nilimwacha, yani wewe. Tutumie mfano wangu.
Wewe unafanya harusi hapa. In this context wewe unafanya yule uliacha. No. So you don't know anaweza fanya nini.
Kwenda kuharibu.
Yeah, some could even come.
But I think
Unajua wengine wanaamua wanasema nitamharibia, si ni waste. Nitamharibia, nitasema I got his baby. Yeye ni baby daddy.
Na hii ni story. Umeinua mkono.
Hebu mgeni kwa usingizi, you guys are dreaming. But when the pastor said that, Reverend Habib by the way said that, na akaanza kuhesabu 10. It's like you started from 99.
Imagine it was such
Wait.
ni kama tunaenda mbio. Nirudi.
Okay, it's also a very interesting moment that you just feel some form of it's
Ulikuwa
undescribable.
unajikaza tu ama ulikuwa na kabaridi kingine hapo?
Hapana.
Chini ya maji.
Alikuwa na baridi.
Unajambia ile hakuna lakini
Hakuna, but what if?
What if?
There is this moment when you know you are going to make a covenant, an everlasting covenant, a covenant that you are not supposed to break at any given time. With any challenges coming your way, you are not supposed to break such a covenant. And this is the exact moment when you are going to say, oh yes, I do.
Yes.
How was it like for you?
Okay, there's something in saying that it's an everlasting covenant. Two things, everlasting and covenant.
Yes.
So even before you get to that lifetime commitment,
Yes.
you have to have all the sobriety that one needs.
Yes.
And it is when you read those words, it's not all about just say, repeat after me.
It's
They should something that they should be communicate and in sickness and in health. For better,
For worse.
worse. For richer, for poorer. Until death do us part. So anytime you think about moving out, you're like, she's not dead. And it was until death.
Only death.
Only death. Not friends, not family,
Peer pressure.
not peer pressure. Useme by daily siku mazemi
I was confused.
ilikuwa tu peer pressure ya mbogi. Hii mbogi mazee ilinifanyisha
Anyways.
nikakuwa tu kitu ingine. Yes.
So how was it for you saying yes I do?
Actually, that moment was hard. Hard. Then Reverend anatuambia, just take a moment, think about what you've just said. It was not easy. It was like, so nimeamua. Like, so it's ikitu imeenda. I can't stand
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Nishafanya hiki tu, so
It has to be.
No
reverse
just telling
gear.
God, help me now that hakuna kitu kingine nafanya. Already I've committed myself. There's nothing else I can do. Just God, just help me.
Yeah.
You are feeding this strange man, the man from Bunyo, and now you are giving him food. How was that like?
It was interesting because the food itself was tasty and it was very attractive. Kuangalia tu kwa macho, very attractive.
The cake well decorated.
Yeah, very well done. But now kitu ingine ilinishtua kwanza ni he likes mursik. So nafika hapo I was like,
Mokale.
champagne ni hapa mursik.
What are we doing? Cocktail.
Na unaanza na
Zote zitaenda kwa tumbo.
Tumbo ichague. Si kazi yako.
Na tumbo hainanga ukabila.
Haina ukabila.
sijawahi kunywa mursik. Nimeiona tu walikuwa wananiambia no, just give me fresh milk. So nilikuwa sikunywi all the time, nikuja sessions. So tukaanza na mursik and okay, kaona venye nimeenjoy, nikasema okay, ni sawa tu.
It looks so tasty.
Yeah, so I had to take it for the first time that day. Alafu baadaye tukakata keki tukakunya. It was just awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
I saw something like the dance challenge. The dance challenge.
Unajua kuna kitu wanasema birds of the same feathers.
So absolutely, you people are of the same feathers. No, I am not feathers. These feathers are just the same.
So
Because you know, it is interesting. Most of the time, you find is the guy who knows how to dance. The
Or the
lady
lady.
doesn't, or the lady knows how to dance. The guy doesn't.
I love traditional dance.
me too.
She loves. I've trained even in my former station, Kirobon Girl.
Yes.
I was a trainer. Tulifika county.
Yes.
I mean, I've been
I
a
remember
dancer.
coming there one time, finding you doing what you do best.
Yeah, what I do best.
So
I've been a dancer at the national level, traditional dancing.
At some point, I remember in high school, I was the best male soloist. And we could do those things and it was very good.
I realized you to talk to us about. There is something I realized. Who proposed first?
Sugar.
Who said I love you first? Who most likely to be
that MC, I think we need to revisit. we need to revisit.
Yeah, the shoe game. How was it?
It was interesting. Though, how could we be a serial? Like we didn't even know the questions.
And I think that was the interesting part of it. If you had known, then you could have not enjoyed.
We could have discussed it. What we do hapa? But it was fun.
It was good and it was fun.
Wow. Oh, you are a media personality. What question do you think I've not asked you? Moderate now the interview.
The challenges or the challenge you
I'm coming to that. I'm still around here. We are still at the reception.
At the reception.
Yes.
Okay, at the reception.
Can kinda
did
exhausted.
everything go well at the reception?
Yes.
Yeah.
It never
Should
went
I
well.
answer or he should answer?
should.
It
Okay.
never went well. Stima
Stima
ilitufail.
ilipotea.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yani wakati tunafika reception
Pop.
stima iwe, and then you are told the committee tukuwe na standby generator. Wakasema ni Februari. Kenya Power hawezi fanya hiyo kitu.
Hawezi fanya
Kumbe,
hiyo maneno.
But there is this wonderful choir, AGC Kirobon choir. Ndio alikuwa tunaimba tu gongo ikongo. And then we've got this KMC Hype Kolo singing
Harps.
wrong Luya lyrics. Mbele ya Waluya. So we look at that and we are like, wewe, why did
Unatafutwa, Kolo unatafutwa. Tumeingia Kirobon. And the school bus. It was just something else.
We really love that school. That's my former school.
You know, I was astonished when I got there, and all the children, the girls were. It's just their voices were enough to
music
be used.
itself.
Yeah, you just dance to the tune of their voices.
To their noise.
Yeah, to the noise. Huh?
We really enjoyed that.
Yeah. How was it for you?
That's
It was a
pure
real
love.
moment.
That was a real moment, and
I saw
by the
Madam
way,
Monica.
Madam
By the way,
Monica,
big up to you, Madam Monica, the deputy
we got the principal, Madam
Yeah.
Hilda Mriuki,
Yes.
and it was very, very encouraging. I had some very beautiful
was
daughters.
a real
It
fun.
was, by then it was Form 3A3. Form 3A3. It was very encouraging, and I really enjoyed that moment at Kirobon. And
Yes.
we really enjoyed it.
Enjoy it. Okay. Every journey has challenges. Even marriage itself, that one we'll talk about some other day. But in the entire wedding process, preparations and all that, talk to us about challenges.
Okay, when you get to planning the wedding, first of all, we are talking about a Christian wedding.
Wedding, yeah.
And remember, a Christian wedding, we are told that in John chapter 2, from verses 1 to verses 11,
Yes.
there was a wedding in Cana, and Jesus was invited. And my pastor would tell me, if Jesus was invited,
there.
that's when he was able to perform a miracle about changing water into wine. What if he could not have been invited?
Hangeenda.
Hangeenda.
Na kama hata angekuwa get crash huko nje. So our pastor would tell us, invite Jesus into your wedding.
Yes.
And once you invite
yes.
Jesus,
Then-
he will help to fight the battles.
Yes.
Let me tell you one thing.
challenges.
The presence of God doesn't mean absence of trouble. You have God, but God will help you to overcome.
Yes.
And if there is something that it will be out of his testimony. So the first thing, it was a battle. You find that you are planning things. Sometimes you are strained financially.
Setbacks.
Financially you are strained.
Yes.
At some other point, you realize that kumbe uko peke yako. You thought that you have friends. There are these people you really
They are no longer there.
walikuwa nasema maze bro,
Tuko na wewe.
toa tu tarehe. Wakati wanatoa tarehe nao wanatoa tarehe ya kutoa.
So okay, we have you actually shared about the challenges. Now there is that one thing that you would really want to tell people out there, a young lady, a young man, gentleman who is also thinking of getting into marriage, doing a wedding, Christian wedding, be it Christian or traditional, some even
Civil.
do a civil. So what is that one thing, one word for them? Starting with you, Bilha, focusing on that camera.
I'll speak on behalf of Christian
ladies.
wedding. Christian wedding. Because that's what we did.
Yes.
Wedding is God. That one I can assure you. Wedding is God. Planning can be tiresome and boring sometimes, but the actual thing, that day, And after that, it's God.
Yes.
So if you are there thinking about wedding, thinking about can I do it, can I manage? We did. So you can, and wedding is God. Go for it.
There's this one point whereby it's very common in our churches in Kenya. Oh, Prit did a really beautiful wedding. I want a wedding like Prit.
I told you, don't copy someone's wedding.
Don't copy.
Yeah.
Utaji disappoint.
You will be so much embarrassed.
Yeah.
I talk to them.
I'll tell viewers, wedding is good, just as my mother said. And there is also marriage that comes. Unaona ile jioni after wedding, kuanzia hapo ni marriage. Now, marriage is the best and marriage works. Don't go with hearsays pale kwa mtaa wanakuambia hivi, but invest in your wife, invest in your husband, and for sure you'll go places. People will come and tell you, by the way, wanasema after 2 months mtapigania ATM, na kama hamna ATM mtapigania nini? Kama hamna ATM mtapigania nini? Maybe they invest in weddings, invest in marriages, they work. And it's an idea of God. And because it has been authored by God, it is sustained by God. Trust in God. Yeah.
Bella, using that same camera again, talk to our ladies, young ladies. Most of them are getting approached by, and later on they come to regret about this kind of things. Please, just, you are a young lady, vibrant now, enjoying marriage. You can offer your advice to them.
Unajua wenye umeuliza nimecheka.
Usiende huko sana.
Sienda sana. It's just a clue. Ningekuwa hivyo, like kuangalia what someone can offer.
Yes.
I could not be here. The first day he came to approach me, aliniambia yeye ni boda.
Yes. Modo wa boda. Utanifikisha hapa na how much?
That's what he told me. But the way he was talking, English.
Hii si ya boda.
Ama boda imeomoka.
Ni boda imejipanga.
The way he talks, hata kama ni boda kuna kitu kingine amefanya.
Yes.
So ningekuwa naangalia mali or what he has, singekuwa hapa. What I can tell you is that some people hide their identity just to find true love.
Yes.
Because nowadays wasichana wamekuwa tu wako na nini, anafanya kazi gani, anafanya wapi, unaishi wapi. So mtu anakuja sometimes ana hide identity yake, just to know if you can love him the way he is, not what he has. So please, angalia mtu, like angalia mtu the way he thinks, the way he talks, the way he reasons out. Tunaweza kuwa hana kitu leo, but the vision in that person, that tomorrow he'll be a great person. So angalia vision. Na pia siemaanisha kwamba na wanaume wakae tu hivi hivi. Everyone wants good life. Yeah, everyone wants good life. So, but angalia mtu venye yako, usimjudge just because mtu anakuambia mimi nafanya kazi fulani ama mimi sina kazi at the moment. Maybe he's trained and he's waiting upon the Lord.
Prit, wanaume have been tagged in a very bad way in Mafisi. You find one man proposes to 5 ladies. Mwaso in churches. Ameona Bella, oh Bella, you are the one. You are the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. Umeona Rachel? Oh Rachel, you are the one I've been dreaming about. Talk to these young men, our team Mafisi, about this time here ya
By the way, will tell me what about Rachel because umenipea jina.
Maybe it's God speaking.
No, you know, I'm a spiritual man. I like reading the Bible, so I know there is a story in the Bible about Rachel. That's why I'm.
Well, gentlemen out there, I want to say that if you decide to settle, settle once and for all. Because let me tell you, there was a research that has been done the other day that every man has proposed to 7 ladies out there. Please don't be part of that statistic. You can stand out and be against that statistic by remaining faithful. Because if you go with the current economy, You go out there, sire each for the 7 ladies, sire with each 3 kids. Those are 21. Are you able to feed them? Are you able to feed them? Now, the Bible has clearly put it that God chose Adam and Eve as husband and wife. At no point have we been told part B of it. And when Eve was old, he went and looked for another one. No, let's not do that. Let us follow the God's word.
One Adam, one Eve.
Adam, one Eve.
But Eves today, they also do
Now,
3
please,
three Adams.
Let me
And others have Adam
and Steve. We are against that. Not Adam and Steve. Adam and Eve. Male and female.
Oh,
not
yes.
female,
Oh, that's
male, male.
very deep.
Please
That's very
get
deep.
me clearly.
It's not Adam and Steve. It is not Eve and Stella.
And Evelyn.
And Evelyn.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how to end this show actually, because it's getting interesting over and over. Now, I want you, before you tell her your last word.
Nilimwambia.
Ulishamwambia?
Si unajua?
So leo una kitu ya kuniambia?
Amemaliza?
Si nilifinya repeat. Paketi yako huwa ina replay tu.
Bella,
Yes.
we are talking about my wedding, my story, and we are talking about a very critical issue here called marriage. Marriage works. To some, it works. To some, it doesn't, based on your mentality, an individual's mentality. According to you, are you enjoying marriage? Are you persevering? Unavumilia ama unafurahia ndoa? Wacha kumwangalia hivyo.
Focus kwa camera.
Navumilia ki.
The truth is, I'm enjoying marriage. And I'm really enjoying marriage, and marriage is a beautiful thing. Ndio nimekuja kuelewa your statement.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. And we are blessed. Yes. We are blessed. Unaenda kwa mitandao kila mahali unaona wanakuambia kwamba marriage is a scam. Ukijiwekea hivyo kwa akili, it will be. But ukijiwekea kwamba marriage works and mine will work, and you trust in the Lord and ask God each and every day to help you and to help your marriage to work, it will surely work.
As we wind up, because she has spoken about marriage working, how is it between your families? Is it something that is working out for you? Because you find there are situations whereby you get into marriage and now you find the in-laws are controlling this marriage. They say, under a lot of pressure. You are wedding, you go for an honeymoon, the following day they have their expectations. She started vomiting. Such like kind of pressure. Or have the these two families given you space to do your things according to your schedules and programs? How is it?
I thank my family, our parents, and also the family, siblings and all that, the in-laws. They have really given us space to grow as a family. Walikuwa na wakati wao na wakafanya vitu yao na wakakuwa na mipango yao. Sasa ni wakati wetu ambao tumepewa nasi
mjipange,
tukaweze kujipanga na tukaweze kuenenda jinsi tunavyotaka bila ya kushawishika. Sio kupangwa. Wacha nisitumie jina kama hilo, bila ya ushawishi kutoka kwa upande wote ule. Na wamefanya hayo mambo, na tukiwa na chochote ambacho wangependa kutoka kwetu, huwa tunawapigia na tunakuwa na mazungumzo, lakini hakuna ule ushawishi ambao wameuleta katika mapenzi na katika hii nyumba. Hii ni yetu tu, hii ni self-contained.
So jameni, hapa ninaona Prito Ngai ameamua kunimaliza kisiasa, kwa sababu sasa ameniweka kwa Kiswahili, na Kiswahili ni balaa jameni, si mdomo changu. So okay, Prito, we are winding this up. I want you now you made a covenant to this lady on that beautiful day.
Yeah.
And today we are actually going to commemorate your first anniversary. And I think we really need to do another show that day. That anniversary day. We will also do a recap of 1, 2, 3, and because we've not talked about past wedding. But it's a story we really need to have.
Yeah.
It's a real conversation. So tell her what you want to tell her.
Okay, now nitabadilisha sauti kidogo. Now to my lovely, lawfully, niangalie, lovely, lawfully wedded wife. Just as yesterday, just as tomorrow, just as today, I still love you. If we were to go back to the altar and they ask, will you take her to be a lawfully wedded wife? I'll still say, yes. Let us walk the marriage life together. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Jojo. Mwambie Jojo, I love you, Jojo. Jojo, nimesema I love you. Nimesema Jojo. Bella, oh, you know, you guys, you know, sijui, I just love being around you. Okay, talk to your husband.
Ni wakati wangu.
It's my time to shine now.
My time to shine.
Wow. My dear lovely husband.
Yeah.
So far, from the first day we met and that day on the altar till today, I can still say, and I will still say that you are the best. I cannot regret making any decision of doing this life with you. And I know that God will take us through. I love you so much. I love you too. And you're going to be the best.
Toroja yeye. Sijui wajue Italian. Capture. Capture method. All right. That has been, you know, my wedding, my story on Crown TV, and I've been your host, Peter Fabius, and I've been hosting this amazing couple right here with me, Mr. and Mrs. Pret Hongai, and here we have Madam Bilha. You know, these are people who are very interesting. They are very jovial people. They are people you cannot, you know, you cannot get bored when you are around them. They love each other, and you can evidently see that. I just want to say thank you for accepting to come over and have this big discussion with us, conversation, and we are looking forward to have another amazing one on your anniversary day. I'm praying that it lies on a weekday. That will be pretty good. We'll have it big, and at least we can invite a few people who are there with you, and at least they also give us their experience, right? So from me, myself, on behalf of Pret Ungai and Bilha Ungai, I want to say thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you are watching us for the first time and you have any comments to bring forth, please do it on our comment section on all our social media platforms, right from YouTube, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Crown TV KE. If you are also there, you know, you like our contents, please make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel, and you know, you can also press that bell so that you get notified wherever we upload these beautiful contents and videos. Till we meet again next time, my name has been Peter Fabius, and this has been my wedding, my story. Till we meet again next time, bye bye.